Tonight, a very important question about our economy. What happens when most of the malls are closed down? What happens when stores shut down because nobody's going out to buy things that they sell anymore, preferring instead to just order it online and have it shipped to their house? What will the economy of the future look like with less retail, with robots doing much of the work of the people, and a middle class that is left with very few options while the very, very rich get very, very richer? We have a series of reports beginning with a look at the economy of the biggest city of them all, New York. Here is RT's Trinity Chavez. She's reporting to us tonight from Manhattan. Trinity, what you got?
Good evening, Rick. Well, retail bankruptcies and store closures are piling up at an epic pace. So far this year, retailers around the country have announced almost 6,000 stores will be closing this year, and that number is only expected to increase. Bankruptcies in the retail sector are multiplying, and major retail chains are underperforming. According to Courtside Research, U.S. retailers have announced that 5,994 stores will close this year, that number already exceeding last year's total of 5,864 closures. In fact, in a single 24-hour period last week, Gap, JCPenney, and Victoria's Secret announced they would be closing more than 300 stores combined. This after Payless Shoe Source and Gymboree stores announced that it would be shutting down all stores in the U.S. Many now saying that the rise of online shopping has made it tougher for brick-and-mortar stores to survive.
Most of my shopping's done online.
Why?
It's easy to go through different options and choices and prices and places online, obviously from my couch or desk. But certain things like important purchases I usually do in person.
It's just easier. Find what you want online from the stores that you like and order it and get it sent to your door rather than going in, trying stuff on. I don't have time.
According to UBS analysis, online sales make up around 16% of retail sales today, but they will rise to 25% by 2026. That could force up to 75,000 stores to close by that same year, including more than 20,000 clothing stores and about 10,000 consumer electronics stores.
I think what we're going to see forward-looking, right, from a forecasting point of view, are brick-and-mortar stores that embrace technology, they embrace analytics and better marketing strategies. I think they will survive, whether that means increasing margin or offering different services than are offered now, or decreasing costs through better logistics. And I think it'll be interesting to see who the winners are over the next 10 years.
And even luxury retailers on Manhattan's elite Fifth Avenue block are feeling the pinch.
We're on Fifth Avenue, we're luxury, we're the brand that you need to see when you come visit New York City. And as people have stopped shopping in person, that effect is not as drastic as it used to be. It's not as important to them. And they've shifted into new marketing strategies. And when it comes time to decide, do we renew that lease or not, more often than not, they're either renegotiating or they're vacating.
However, experts say that the rise of e-commerce is just a small portion of the overall decline in sales.
You look at the real wages of American workers, they haven't gone up for 40 to 50 years. The employer class in this country, they have seen for 40 years productivity go up. Productivity measures what the worker produces for the employer. Wages are what the employer gives the worker. If the wages are flat for 40 years, but the productivity goes up, it doesn't take a genius to understand it's the employers, the shareholders, who've done real well in the last 40 years. But they, being already wealthy people, they don't spend it all. It's the people at the bottom and in the middle who spend what they get. Give them a little more, and you'll see these stores survive.
And the feeling here in New York is that while many stores are in fact closing, there are still retail shops that are opening. We just had Hudson Yards open up in March, and that has almost 1 million square feet in retail space. And we're also seeing retail shops that were once online-only stores. Well, since those stores have been extremely successful with their digital sales, they are now opening brick-and-mortar stores as well. Back to you, Rick.
I'm Rick Sanchez. You found us on YouTube, and that's awesome. But you know what? I'm also live every night at 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern on DirecTV and Dish and cable and satellite, the RT app, and Pluto TV. I'll see you there.